guys, it's Melanie. Happy Tuesday and welcome to Purge / Declutter season on my channel. Usually once or twice a year I will go through and reassess, reevaluate the makeup that I have. Think about what I really enjoy, what I love using, what I reach for time and time again, what I'm kind of about, like not quite ready to get rid of, but it should probably go. And also stuff that I just don't like anymore and I don't know why I'm keeping it. So over the next few days on my channel, you're going to see several declutter and purge type videos. I also have a skincare declutter that I'm going to be doing, but that's going to be taking place a little bit later in January. So that's going to be separated from this, but that will be coming. If you are new to my channel, please know that, one, I do not want you to leave your address in the comments section. I'm not sending anybody my used makeup. If there are products that I feel that I can sanitize, safely sanitize, and pass along, I will absolutely do that. So any of my powder products, really it's just powder products. I will sanitize those with 90% alcohol, so it's very simple to do. You simply get a little sprayer bottle with a nice mist on it, and then you just wipe everything down with like a little towel or something soaked in the alcohol, so like the areas around your eyeshadows or blushes, the outside obviously of the container, and then you mist the actual powder product with the alcohol. You don't need to soak it, just, you know, a couple of spritzes. It will kill any possible bacteria that are on there, and you can pass those products along. What I do not pass along to my nieces are used mascaras, used lipsticks, lip glosses, eyeliners, basically anything that is a cream or liquid format that I have used on myself personally. I just don't think it's really safe to pass that sort of stuff along, so I don't. I don't have anything that they could get for me, but it still just doesn't really make me super comfortable. So all this stuff goes to a good home. It's either my nieces or my sister-in-law or my mom that benefits from these purges. They have first dibs on all this stuff, and things that just need to go because they're expired or not able to be passed along. I just throw those things in garbage. So do know that if I can send something to a good home, I will. Today, I'm going to be focusing on getting rid of some makeup brushes that I have had in my collection for quite some time. And these are brushes that are still perfectly usable, but I haven't reached for them in a very long time because I have other things that I'm using that I like better. I'm not ever going to reach for these brushes again, so I'm going to put them in a giveaway pile, and I will give them to my nieces at some point in the near future. Hi Grace, hi Sydney. I know that Grace watches my videos sometimes, so here's some stuff coming your way. But that's kind of the stuff that I'm focusing on in today's video. I have them laid out here behind me. There aren't a ton because honestly, a lot of my brushes that I had were from Sigma, and most of those have broken or have no hair left in them. They were shitty brushes. So those brushes are mostly gone because I had to throw them in the garbage. But there's a lot of like drugstore type brushes that I just don't use anymore. So I'm going to be passing those along. So I'm going to take you to the floor behind me here. And then on Wednesday and Thursday of this week, you will see a huge makeup declutter portion here. I'm looking over here because I've got the pile going. There's a lot of stuff that I'm getting rid of because I've been hemming and hawing over a lot of these things for a number of different purges that I've done in the past, and it's just time to let those things go. I'm done hoarding makeup. I just have too much stuff, quite honestly, and it's overwhelming to me. Don't worry, I'm not going to become a minimalist. That's not who I am, but I would like to make some room in my Alex 9 drawers and just be able to get those a little bit more organized and tidy looking. And in order to do that, some stuff has to go. So that's what we're doing. So let's go ahead and get started with the brush purge today. If you have any questions, leave them down below in the comments, but let's go ahead and get started. Okay, how am I going to do this? There we go. So as you can see, there are not a ton of brushes here. Most of these brushes are still in really good shape. I am very meticulous when it comes to cleaning and maintaining my makeup brushes. So these are all still very usable. I just don't need them because I have other ones that I'm using. So I'm getting rid of these Eco Tools brushes. These are actually still crazy soft. For the drugstore, I would say the Eco Tools brand is probably one of my favorites next to the Real Techniques. So if you are in the market, the Eco Tools brushes are really nice. They have these really great bamboo handles, and I have never had one of these shed. They're really great. So, and these two are still in fantastic, perfect shape. So those will be awesome to pass along. I have this brush here from Paula's Choice that it's not terrible. It was supposed to be a large powder brush, but that is, that's not really what it turned out to be. It looks more like a blush brush, but the bristles are just a little too flimsy for that. It is synthetic, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass that along. There are just a couple of Sigma brushes left that I have decided to keep. There's this tapered highlighter. It's fine. It's really soft. This one hasn't shed a ton. So yeah, I mean, it's still in good shape. So I thought that one would be good to pass along to my nieces. And there's two of these duo fiber powder blush brushes. You can see that these bled quite a bit. These fibers at the top are supposed to be completely white, and you can see that there's some black on there. I found that the Sigma brushes bled quite frequently. These are totally clean, and the fact that, you know, the black transferred up to the white bristles doesn't really affect the use of the brush, but it just, you know, they're not the greatest quality. So anyway, I'm getting rid of those. I have a lot of dual-ended brushes in here, and I don't usually keep those because they're hard for me to store. So I have this one here. This one's actually from a recent Boxycharm makeup palette. It's a pretty decent brush. It's dual-ended. So you've got like a blender as well as a, what do you call it? Like a packing, like shadow packing or concealer type brush here. I just don't know how to store that. Here's another dual-ended one. This one's from Tarte. This one's just a little bit deformed, but it's really soft. These are really nice brushes actually, but yeah, I'm not gonna store that. So that's going away. Here's another one. This was just one from TJ Maxx. Here's another one. This one's from Laura Geller. Never even used this, but this one's, I really wish this wasn't dual-ended. I would keep it otherwise because these bristles are amazing, but yeah, I'm just, you know. This one is dual-ended. This one's from Bare Minerals. Really nice, but no. Another Laura Geller, very similar. Nope. Here is this one's a pretty recent one. I actually got this in a set from Real Techniques, and it is a concealer brush. It's like in this weird triangle shape, if you guys can see. I don't use concealer all that often, so I'm going to pass this along. I'm sure someone else can get some other use out of it. Here are some Eco Tools eye brushes. Again, still in really good shape. I think these will be great for my nieces to use, so they'll be perfect for them. Just this random one that I got. Do you guys remember when Bath & Body Works sold like cosmetics items? This was a number of years ago. This was from the Goldie brand. It's Goldie, right? Yep. Anyway, this is from that. It's actually a really nice blending brush, but I just have one that I use more frequently, so I'm just gonna give that one away. Another concealer brush. This one's actually from Sigma, I think. Just don't use it. This is a bent liner brush. I've seen both of my nieces do winged liner quite a bit. I bought this for winged liner, but I just don't ever do it. So, this was just from Sonia Kashuk. It's actually a really good one to use for that because it's really fine and the point is really nice on this, but again, I don't have time for that. And then this is just a Tokidoki Smashbox brush that came in a set, and I don't know, it's kind of a good powder brush, but I don't like these kabuki type brushes. And then the last two are lip brushes. So I don't use lip brushes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pass those along. So that right there is everything that I'm getting rid of brush wise. Feel pretty good about it. There will also be some more of these double-ended brushes in some palettes. Yes, you heard me correctly. I'm getting rid of some eyeshadow palettes. So you'll see more of those in there. But anyway, that is it for today's brush purge. Feels really good to pass this stuff along. So I'm going to go ahead and get a Ziploc baggie, put these guys in there, and put them in a big old plastic bag. So let me know if you guys have any questions down below. I highly encourage you to go through and edit your makeup collection, be it brushes or actual makeup, at least once a year. You know there are things that you aren't using anymore. So either toss them or pass them along to somebody who can get some more use out of them. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.